Oh, smashing cuppa grommet. Could have done with some cheese and crackers though, if I'm honest though, chum. Perhaps a nice little bit of Winsleydale. Ah, hello there, stranger. It's good to see coming once to the dance was satisfactory enough for one to decide to embark on another journey with I. Name's Shirdel. Yes, I'm probably too British and I'm bloody good, but enough about me. Today, I want to focus on a particular corner of the gaming market, and that is one that is dominated, grasped in a Venn diagram by the comparatively monstrous beast that is the film market. To put it simply, video game tie-ins. While there were a few crossovers back in the 80s and even the 70s, it wasn't until the 5th generation of consoles came out in the mid-90s that the media moguls in Hollywood really started paying attention. With these revolutionary gaming machines, gaming took arguably its biggest ever leap to looking like real life. And although it wasn't perfect by any means, with the right team behind the game, it wasn't too hard to become drawn into these games and invested in their story. And that's what movies are all about. Here's the problem though. Movies are often something experienced, and as a result, they're almost always linear, at least in design. Games, on the other hand, are anything but linear, generally. One of the main features of gaming that no other medium can even come close to is its interactivity. This isn't always the case, of course, but it is the case most of the time, and as a result, franchises that try to go from one medium to the other generally end up making it out to the other side not looking quite so impressive. Unfortunately, these kind of crossovers have a horrible stigma of just generally being a bad idea, of just being a means of the aforementioned media moguls to milk some extra money out of another teat, a brand new teat, in the massive, flat, bloated cash cows that their franchises come alongside with. Even so, I do believe that there are plenty more of these time games that are actually worth your time, but aren't something that was just offered up as a, for lack of a better word, earthier alternative from a cash cow, if you catch my drift. In fact, I believe I may well own one of these games. This? Nah, sorry, I'm saving that one for later. Instead, I was thinking more along the lines of something from the PlayStation. Where do I keep my PlayStation games? Well, come with me to the place where I keep my PlayStation games. Yeah, they're all inside here. I was considering hyping this cabinet here up as something grand and majestic, or dark and mysterious perhaps. But then I figured, look at it. It came from a bloody charity shop, an aged concern at that. The only reason I have my games here is for convenience's sake. It'd be like the X Factor hyping up One Direction for yet another inevitable guest appearance. What the bloody hell's the point? Here we are. Let's have a look-see. Not very well organised, but I mean, well, whatever. Let's have a look-see at this little stack of discs here. So we can find... Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Personally, I played this game as a kid, and I think it's underrated compared to its prequels. Pon, or as it's known in Yankee country, Pon the Next Level. Personally, I played this game as a kid, and I think it's underrated. Did a good job with what it had to work with, and surprisingly good. MTV Sports Snowboarding. Personally, this was the first console game I ever played as a kid, and I wish it hadn't been. So yeah. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, we've found our game. That's a good omen. Small Soldiers, the movie, the video game. This is going to be something magnificent. Small Soldiers was released on the 30th of September 1998, a short while after the film.
It was developed by DreamWorks Interactive, which, despite making such horrors as Littlebut's desktop games, had actually made a few decent ones, like The Neverhood, and has since been renamed to EA Los Angeles, and recently got shut down. Speaking of EA, they were the publishers for this game, because the words Electronic Arts and Cash Cow have never been related to each other in any way whatsoever. Oh no.
Now, personally, I'm the kind of guy who likes to do things properly. And to be honest, I've never actually seen the Small Soldiers film. So, I'm going to do what any computer-literate, cash-stripped teenager would do. I'm going to phone up a local library and see if they've got it in at the moment. Oh, bloody hell. Who am I kidding? I'm just going to bloody taunt it, alright?
Approximately 3 hours later.
Well, I watched it. Shakespeare would be jealous. No, honestly, seriously. Not for the story, but could you imagine if Shakespeare had access to special effects like that? It could be Elizabethan times, all we had was an empty stage. If you had access to stuff like that, my God, man. Guess I've got to play this now, haven't I? Can't be worse than the film. Can it? Yeah, no need to answer that, I think. Rhetorical. Alright, screw it. Let's just do this. Here we go. I'm going to play Small Soldier. I haven't taken Destruction Derby Roll out of this case yet. I'm going to do that now. Yeah. I'm going to do that right now.
Commandos, let's open up a big can of
Oh dear. That was funny. Well, considering I spent £1 on this game, that moment there was probably worth a Kit Kat chunky % of that pound. If that makes sense. So, here's the main menu. I mean, it looks neat, can't really complain. Oh, but I will mention this awesome menu music. Just listen. Whoa! That'll liven the party right up, I'm sure. Okay, let's just go into the simply titled one-player mode.
Commandos, exterminate the organized.
Oh hey, right off the bat! Wait, what's happening?
Thus came the end to every freedom known to Gorgonites.
I'm confused already. Game?
And now the war is coming here, to Gorgon, our home world.
Okay.
And we can either wait patiently, build our reserves, and fashion our weapons, or we can go out to meet it. Now let the battle begin.
What's happening, game? Game?
Alright, so I'm going to presume that you haven't watched the film and briefly explain what you just saw there. So, those soldiers are called commandos. Yes, the Americans are the bad guys and the aliens are the good guys. Don't question it, please. And they have invaded the aliens' home planet of Gorgon. And I play as a Gorgonite called Archer, who uses a crossbow. Yes, clever name. And that's about it. those weird things you saw near the end when Archer went into that portal thing. Didn't see them in the film at all. So basically, if you haven't seen the film, you're already completely lost and you basically don't have a hope. Wahey!
Wait. Astral fires? Spirit wells? The hell are those things? What do they look like? Well, they're probably not whatever the hell these things are. We've got this two-legged robotic dog-like thing, monkey face with the world's most oversized gun, and some masked tribal zombie Hawaiian that looks like it's been taken right out of Crash of the bloody Titans. Yeah, this is a good start.
I have to free Insaniac.
What?
Okay. Oh, I was waiting for the camera to go behind me or something. No, this is exactly how the game starts you off. Pause menu isn't going to help either. Right, okay. Let me explain how this works. So, left and right on the left analog stick, or the D-pad moves the camera, and you use up and down to go forwards and backwards. But the only way you can move to the left or right is by moving up or down first. Unless if you use L1 for left or R1 for right, and squares for the shoot button. And this is the default control scheme. The hell! What the bloody hell is this? Right, okay, let's just bloody go already.
What? First fight already? What the hell? Yes! That pup's got no bone to pick with me. What the hell is shooting me?
Come on. Yes! Get in there! Now this guy's 3. Looks like he's going to help me. Oh, what the hell? More of them? Come on, you bastards. Let's have you. Come on. Yes! Got them. Whew, that was bloody... That guy's moving.
Oh, I've got nothing to say to that. I have absolutely nothing I can say about that. Just... bloody hell!
I'll be honest, just that little fight there, that was actually pretty bloody fun. In a way, I kind of like how I have absolutely no idea what the hell's going on. It's chaotic, and I like it. On the downside though, you can see that I'm struggling to control this guy properly, and I end up shooting my Rafiki rip-off buddy by accident because of the awkward controls. You get used to them after a while, and they are at least responsive, if nothing else. But tank-style controls don't really work here. Still, so far this game's actually surprised me a little bit. Now, normally, touching fire is bad, but the game did say that the astral fires would lift me up. There's not exactly much else here, and hey, it looks a bit like the gravity lift from Halo 3. So how? Let's see what happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, must be said, I am easily amused. And I find this incredibly amusing. Believe it or not, I'm actually starting to kind of like this game. But for all of the wrong reasons. Ha!
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised, but I think it's fair to blame that one on the controls and the UI. I mean, I haven't even got a reticle or anything. Hold on a minute. Just hold on. So they put me back at the start, but all of the enemies I killed are still dead, and I still have all of my ammo for the radioactive gun. Where's the logic in that exactly? Well, on my second go through, I found out that R2 gives you a much better way to fight, and I also found a cool new gun. I should probably comment now on the atmosphere of the game. It's actually kind of cool. The first level takes place in this stone temple that's actually kind of ominous. The lack of any music doesn't help the game. I mean, I'd rather have no music at all than that excuse of a main menu thing. But some kind of tune here would have been appreciated. The music you're listening to, by the way, was added in editing, if that wasn't obvious. So finally, I've got to the end of the first level, and my reward is whatever the hell this green thing is. What?
I'm speechless. I'm sorry. How do you expect me to review this? What is this? And is that this stupid humming bollocks supposed to be some kind of music? You know what? Hold on a second. I want to have a look at who made this game's soundtrack. I want to have a look.
Michael Giacchino, huh? I wonder what else he's done. What?
Do you know what? I'm done. So long, you bastards.
The ancients are pleased. The ancients bestow wind. The ancients bestow
Oh, okay. Because the radiation symbol equals fire. Of course. Why am I questioning this? Alright, screw it. Next level.
I have to open the dimensional gateway.
Oh dear. Same scenery as the last level. Yeah. I have a bad feeling that every level's going to be taking place here. Can somebody say too much effort? Alright, that's the last robot taken care of, and... ice cream? Is that ice cream? Oh no. It's a red glowing froghead on a floating, spinning, upside-down miniature stone obelisk. Why? Oh, and now it's orange. Okay, well, by the looks of it, I'm going to be saving whatever the hell this is for a special moment. Now, this would be the part where I talk about a certain thing about the game. You know, the gameplay, the controls, the graphics, music. Nope. I've actually pretty much covered everything. There's not much to this game, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's pretty empty. Like the stone temple. Oh, actually, I will mention the draw distance. It's a bunch of bloody bollocks. And that's all I've got to say on that subject. Right, I've got 3 of these frog things now. Let's use one of them.
Scratches, unleash your fury!
Whoa! Bloody overdramatic.
What the hell? It's fat! What? 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 Do you know what? I've lost all of the care I had for this game. It's gone. That thing, that monster zinc reject. No, it's all gone now. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Alright, level 3. This is probably the last one I'm going to do.
I must reclaim this fortress.
What?
So, this level's got... Oh, spaceships! Oh god, okay, try the new special thing. What the hell?! Oh, okay, it's a landmine. Perfect! Introduce flying spaceships as an enemy. Introduce landmines as a weapon. Love the logic. That's brilliant, that is. Also, I like how this is supposed to be a new kind of level, but it looks almost identical. This game has got a very rinse and repeat way of going about things. It's getting boring quickly. Oh, bloody hell.
Do you know what? There's no way I'm going through every single level in this game. So I'm just going to use a password system to get to the final level. I think you guys would prefer that, as would I. Let's see what awaits us in the final level. I will bet on one thing though. It's going to be a poorly lit building of some sort.
Nothing quite like it. A final boss with absolutely no music! Really sets the tone. Okay, there's a turret here. I'm just going to use that. Well, that was easy.
I like how he exploded that many times, yet his armour remained perfectly fine. Untouched, unscratched. Oh hey look, final cutscene.
Let it end here.
That's it? Alright, do you know what? This game is boring. The gameplay is repetitive, as are the levels, and it itself is just some awkward mix of a third-person shooter along with a bit of platforming thrown in. To call this game a platformer, though, is an insult to all platformers. The levels themselves are dull and, again, repetitive, and it's way too easy to just get lost in them. The design of the levels is absolutely god-awful. The fights and the enemies can get repetitive really quickly. The variety of weapons is a lot less than you'd think at first. The controls are wonky. The plot is bland and stupid. I'll be honest, when I played this game as a kid, I kinda liked it. And then again, what I really did was play 2-player mode with one of my friends. And nowadays, with shooters that are so much more action-packed and fast-paced, and having so many more people involved in them, and up to 64 bloody people, playing 2-player on a game like this, on an oversized map, really isn't that much fun. I can tell you briefly, there was a deathmatch mode, which was first to 5 kills, and a capture the flag mode, which was first to 3 flags. I liked it when I first played it, but this was one of the only shooters I had as a little kid. The first proper shooter I played was Star Wars Battlefront back in 2005. Before then, this was pretty much all I had, so it's easy to see why I liked it back then. Now though, I know much better. To describe this game briefly, I would say it is dull, flawed, repetitive, and most certainly was rushed to be released with a movie. You know, when I was deciding on what game to review next, I chose this one because I thought it was pretty decent as a kid, and actually I was going to have this game shock you guys, for it to turn out to be not great, but not bad either. But actually, looks like I was the one that got a surprise. Going back to film and game times though, don't be put off by this one. This is a perfect example of everything that could possibly go on with one of these types of games. It actually had a lot of potential, but the opportunity was squandered. Still, there are plenty of good tie-in games out there. Somewhere out there. You just need to find them. Thanks for watching. Shirdel out.
The original Destruction Derby came out in 1995 on the MS-DOS and the PlayStation, promoting itself as the first racing game that lets you smash into, bump around, and ultimately destroy opposing cars, beating them both literally and literally.